All right, brother. Here we are, second week of the Black History Kahoot. Are you ready to kick this thing off, brother?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
KTTV, giving you what you need. Motivation, education unleashed. H-Town representing, we forever keep it rolling. Join the conversation with inspirational stories. Thought provoking, feel that energy. Kendrick Thomas aiming to lift the community. True indeed, tune in, come and see. Giving you what you need. KTTV, let's go. Hey, KTTV. Hey.
What to do, KTV? Look, we are here, second week in a row, Black History Kahoot. Last week, Brother Byron had some good things for us. This week, I know it is even better. I had a chance to check out who we're talking about tonight. Man, I'm just excited to be here again. How you doing tonight, brother?
Doing good. Ready to go.
Look, I always say, man, this is so important because not only do kids get to get a little history, but they also get to get a little money in their pocket. And so that means we are awarding people tonight. And so the biggest piece is learning about somebody who is somebody they can see that turned an idea into $1 million empire. So the biggest thing I can say is, as we get through this lesson tonight, pay attention because knowledge equals cash. And so how this gonna work tonight? First, we're gonna go through a little quick short lesson. We have some information. Then we'll dive right into the Kahoot game. And so you can do it from one phone, but it's gonna be difficult. So if you have one phone and one device, another device to one watch as we go through the questions, but then also play the Kahoot at the same time. And so what we'll do is we'll come on here and we'll drop the code. And then once we drop the code, you'll be able to kind of get a little bit more information onto that. And so I guess as we jump into tonight's video, we're talking about Madam C.J. Walker, right? And so the spotlight is on a lady who built wealth basically when society said she couldn't. And so I guess the biggest piece is, let's talk about Madam C.J. Walker, right? So born in 1867, just after slavery ended, she was born to formerly enslaved parents and grew up in poverty. And so I'm excited to show you all a little bit of this video that we have for you all tonight. Let me get the screen here. All right, put this screen in. Take us down.
Madam C.J. Walker was born Sarah Breedlove in 1867 on a plantation in Delta, Louisiana, where her parents had been slaves before the Civil War. And her early life was really bleak. By the time she was 7 years old, both parents had died. She got married at 14, she said, to get a home of her own because she was being abused by a cruel brother-in-law, as she described him. She became a mother at 17 and a widow at 20. Necessity is always the mother of invention, and Madam C.J. Walker was losing her hair. There was no big line of hair care products for Black women or white women at the time. People usually used home remedies. She eventually came up with her own formula, and the real secret was not the product itself, but it was washing her hair more often and applying an ointment that contained sulfur.
I want to stop it right there. So let's get caught up with it real quick, right? Jump into the lesson. So born 1867. By the age of 20, she was a widow, right? So we got widow, poor Black woman, early 1900s. In my opinion, most people would have counted her out, but she didn't stay where she started. And so as they said in the movie, in the video, she struggled with hair loss, which was coming due to poor living conditions, right? And so that was for women at that time. But instead of complaining, studied, she experimented, she created her own hair care formula. And then she did something powerful, and that was built a business. So jump back into it.
And this was really pretty revolutionary at the time. You think about it, there was no penicillin, there was no aspirin. Skin care, scalp care was something that was really neglected. People didn't bathe very often. They washed their hair even less often, sometimes not at all during the winter. And as a result, a lot of people were going bald. They had really horrible scalp disease. Sarah Breedlove, who later became Madam C.J. Walker, was one of those women. And by developing this system, essentially, her scalp became healthy. Her hair began to grow back. She developed a hair care product line, and then she trained thousands of other women who began to buy and sell her products. And by the time she moved to Harlem in 1916, she was one of the wealthiest and most successful African-American entrepreneurs in the country.
Oh, it's real. It was real. So, recap. Madam C.J. Walker became the first. She became the first self-made female millionaire in America. Not just Black, but female, period. And what makes it different? She just didn't make that money, right, for her, but she created a sales force of Black women. She believed that success wasn't just about wealth, it was about lifting others. And we know that's what we believe in here in our fraternity. So here's what you need to remember. She was born into poverty. She built a business solving a real problem. She empowered other Black women. She became a self-made millionaire, and she gave back to her community. And yes, some of that information may just show up in our Kahoot tonight. All right, so Brother Byron, do you have everything set up for you, the screen share?
Yes, sir. Time to get going.
All right, so what we'll do, the game code is about to be on the screen. So remember, use a name that you'll remember. And if you place in the top 3, you'll need to claim your prize. And so, do you want them to email you with their name, Kahoot name, if they win tonight?
No, it's
Everybody?
going to be the email address will be shown at the end of the game. So
Okay,
it's going
that'll
to
work.
be to our chapter.
Okay, that'll work. All right, so this is our go here. All right, so get ready to join. All right, y'all, that is the game code 789-935. All right, so remember, we will show you the email address. If you win tonight, you will need to email that with your Kahoot information, and that is how you'll claim your prize tonight. All right, we got some people coming in. All right, what's up, Jay? All right, let's get this going. All right, let's go.
Okay, we'll give just a few minutes for people to get in. Okay, just another minute here. Okay, brother KT, you ready for me to kick this off?
Look, let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Okay, here we go. What was Madam C.J. Walker's birth name? Was it Sarah Johnson? Was it Sarah Walker? Was it Sarah Breedlove? Or was it Sarah Wells? All right, please remember, y'all, first place, we got $50 on the line. Second place, $25. Third place, $15 on the line. All right, we got majority, Sarah Breedlove. So if you went with that, you are correct. Now let's see our standings for one question. Here we go. Be fun in the lead. Let's go. All right, question 2. In what year was Sarah Breedlove born? Was it 1877, 1897, 1867, or 1887? All right, got 7 seconds left. All right, so I think we had about 1867. If you did pick that, you are correct. Oh, looks like somebody about to get $50 richer. Let's go. All right, question 3. Where was she born? Harlem, New York, Chicago, Illinois, Atlanta, Georgia, or Delta, Louisiana? Okay, if you pick the Delta, you good. Okay, let's go. Next question. Her parents had been what before the Civil War? Were they farmers? Were they slaves? Were they merchants? Or were they teachers? What were her parents before the Civil War? All right, if you got slaves, you were correct. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's getting tight though, Jay. Moving up. All right, by what age had both of her parents died? So was that age 10, 7, 17, or 14? And what age did her parents die? Age 7. All right, if you got that, you are correct. Oh, we running it. Okay. Let's see here. What personal problem inspired her invention? Uh-oh. Is it timing out early?
Yeah. Everyone answered.
Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. At the time, there were no major hair products for whom? Wealthy people, children, Black or white women, or only men? All right, be fun still, man. Look, what did most people use for hair care then? So during this time, did they use salon treatments, store brands, prescription drugs, or home remedy? Yeah, it took a little while on that one. Home remedies. If you got that, you are correct. Oh, I just seen somebody move up. Look at that boy. D, man. All right, let's run it. What was the real secret to her hair care success? Was it daily brushing? Was it cutting hair short? Was it expensive ingredients or washing hair more often? What was it? All right, here we go. Oh, look, let's keep going here. What ingredient did her ointment contain? It's a good one. Was it alcohol? Was it sugar? Was it sulfur? Or was it salt? I remember this one myself. I remember this one. Yes, if you pick sulfur, you are correct. Hey, y'all crazy with it. Come in. All right. By 1916 in Harlem, she was considered what? A teacher, a factory worker. Okay. A wealthy, successful entrepreneur. Yes, that is correct. All right, here we go. What was the name of one of her products? Oh, this is deep. Was it amazing hair? Was it golden hair cream, golden ointment, or wonderful hair grower? She trained thousands of. Okay, there we go. Let me see what we got. She trained thousands of women to open salons, buy and sell her products, research new formulas, buy and sell her product. Nice. All right, here we go. What we got?
We have a quote.
All right, so I had to make my own living and my own opportunity, but I made it. Don't sit down and wait for other opportunities to come. Get up and make them. I agree with that. We are in control. All right, so for that, what we got next on the screen? I think it's the email. Or either we got to close out, see who hit that next button for me.
Yeah, thanks for playing. For those who won, you're gonna email krs@alphamumuqs.org.
I'm talking. If you hit that button, does it show? Does it show? Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to see. Okay. All right. So what we'll do? Make sure you go to like I said, the email. Send us your information, and then we will pick our winners. So, Madam CJ Walker showed us that our beginning does not determine our ending. Our circumstances do not define our ceiling, and knowledge applied correctly can change our life. All right, we will see you all next week, next Monday. So bring a friend, bring your focus, bring your speed. Good night.